In this video, we will analyze the finances of Football Club Barcelona. First, let's understand what Barça is. Football Club Barcelona is a non-profit sports association founded in 1899. Their main activity is to compete in multiple sports at the highest level. Football Club Barcelona also focuses on the development of new sport talents with 50 academies all over the world. The revenues come mainly from the sale of TV rights, sponsors, and merchandise sales, which help them fund their teams in the different leagues they play in.
Let's now take a look at the assets. The total assets of FC Barcelona in the fiscal year 2021-2022 add up to €1,401,607. As we know, the assets are divided in non-current and current assets. The non-current assets are made up of tangible and intangible assets, real estate investment, such as property and centers, long-term intercompany investment, long-term financial investment, deferred tax assets, and non-current trade debtor. The total amount of non-current assets add up to a total of €840,036. On the other hand, the current assets are made up by non-current assets maintained for scale, stock, trade debtors, and other accounts receivable, short-term financial investment, short-term accruals, cash, and other equivalent liquid assets. In this case, the total current assets add up to €561,571. The total FC Barcelona net worth is of negative €353,213. In this case, the total net worth of FC Barcelona is divided between equity and grants, donation, and legacies received. The equity section is then divided in joint stock, reserves, and year's result attributed to dominant company. Bear in mind that numbers seen in bracket, in this case in double brackets, means that are negative numbers.
The total liabilities add up to €1,754,819. The non-current liabilities are made out of long-term reserves, long-term debts, deferred tax liabilities, and long-term accruals. The long-term debts include loan stock and other negotiable instruments, debts with banks, and debts with sport organizations. The non-current liabilities add up to €914,154. The current liabilities, on the other hand, are made out of short-term reserves, short-term debts, creditors and other accounts payable, and short-term accruals. The short-term debts include loan stock and other negotiable instruments, debts with banks and other financial liabilities, whereas creditors and other accounts are made out of suppliers, debts with sports organizations, sports personnel, and debts with other public administrations. The total current liabilities add up to a total of €840,665. Since assets equals equity plus liability, if we combine the figures for equity and liabilities, we obtain the same value as the one for assets. Therefore, the balance sheet is balanced.
FC Barcelona's two major sources of income resulting from operation in the fiscal year 2021-22 were income from marketing and advertising and income from television transmissions and rights, which accounted for approximately €270 and €250 million respectively. The income from marketing and advertising was composed of two main streams: marketing, which equaled around €114 million, and sponsorship, around €153 million. Other significant sources of revenue were income from competitions, which amounted to €61.45 million, and income from season ticket holders and members, which was around €49 million. These amounts highly contributed to the net turnover close to €628 million. Moreover, a significant revenue came from impairment and results for fixed asset disposals. Results for disposals and others around €294 million, and profits from intangible fixed assets around €266 million, combined with several other profits and losses from this account, led to a net result of €314.199 million for impairment and results for fixed asset disposals.
Now, moving on to expenses and losses. The main losses of the company include personnel expenses summing up to a total of €457,246, of which almost €400,000 come from sports personnel wages and salaries, followed by non-sports personnel and wages and salaries, which would be directors, at almost €50,000, and social security contributions. In addition, the club faces major expenses amounting to €164,212, which is derived mostly from external services, traveling expenses, and current management costs. After deducting the expenses from the profits, the total operating income is of positive €157,500. The financial result is obtained by adding the financial income, subtracting financial charges and assimilated headings, adding exchange differences, and impairment on results for financial statements disposal, which sums to a total of negative €3,310. Then this is subtracted from the operating result, leaving a pre-tax profit for the year of €124,489. Since the company made a profit, they had to pay a profit tax of €26,912. Which leaves the consolidated year's result of €97,577. This value corresponds with a 1 under equity on the balance sheet.